What's good, guys? It's your girl Kiesha Arielle and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about how to deal with the ugly phase of our loc journey. So let's get right into it. Now, the reason why I wanted to touch on this topic is because the other day I did a poll, well, not the other day, but a couple weeks ago, I did a poll on my channel just to kind of find out where my audience are with their loc journey. Well, my audience who are on a loc journey, right? So I did a poll, and to my surprise, majority of the people who took part in that poll, they are within the first 3 months of their loc journey. Now, as you all know, I am currently 2 years locked, and if you have not yet seen my 2 years lock update video, you know where to go and find it, right here in this little information button right here. So click that button there and it will take you to that video, and you can just find out about how my loc journey has been progressing for the past 2 years. With that said, you know, a girl did go through the ugly phase of her loc journey also, and that phase for me was around the 4, 5, 6 months mark. So with knowing that majority of those who did take part in the poll are currently within their first 3 months or going into their 4th, 5th, and 6th month of their loc journey, and they will be experiencing that ugly phase, I thought, why not come through and be of some type of assistance to let you all know how you can cope with the ugly phase. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 ways in which you can cope with or deal with this particular phase of your loc journey. Okay, so the first tip or the first suggestion I could put out there to you all with coping with or dealing with the ugly phase of your loc journey is wearing a wig. Now, the reason why I decided to throw that one out there is because last week Friday, me and my son, we went somewhere, you know, going about our business, and this lady saw us and she approached us and she started talking about children with locks and how she loves to see that, etc. So me and her got to talking, and obviously I shared with her that I also have locks, and she also shared with me that she has locks. So she was further explaining to me that she currently wears a wig because she's going through that rough phase or the ugly phase of her loc journey, and she just wanted to keep her head covered and, you know, get on with her day-to-day life. So I thought, you know what, that's a perfect example of dealing with or coping with the ugly phase of your loc journey. So the next tip in dealing with the ugly phase of your loc journey is wearing box braids or faux locks. So if you are someone who don't necessarily like the wig idea, then you can certainly go ahead with doing box braids or faux locks. And I will also link a video on my channel where I rocked the faux locks, and it wasn't necessarily because I was going through the ugly phase. It was just that I needed a change and I just wanted my hair to look good, you know, and there was a special occasion around that time as well. And I like the idea of the faux locks because it will kind of give you guys an idea of what your hair will look like when it gets longer, and you know, you can rock your hair in the faux lock style and it still resembles what your hair looks like underneath the faux locks. So once you take the faux locks out, your hair is still looking exactly like, or almost exactly like what it looks like when you was rocking the faux locks. Or even if you wore box braids, there you go. However, I would like to advise you guys that please do not wear them for too long, because as you would know, I did go through a phase where I had some terrible buildup after taking down my box braids. And if you don't know about that journey of mine, I will leave a video right here for you to go and check out and see what I had to deal with, okay? So please, as a word of advice, don't rock your faux locks or your box braids for too long, okay? Another tip in dealing with or coping with the ugly phase of your loc journey is wearing styles which suit your loc length. So I know there are some people who have really short locks, medium length locks, or even longer locks. So when you're going through the ugly phase, you can always just, you know, create styles or do styles, research styles which will suit your hair length, and then just go to the salon, get it done, or you can do it yourself, and you know, you will keep your hair looking really neat and together, and you're ready to just take on the world as if you weren't going through the ugly phase in the first place. So whichever length you are at, you can always style your hair in different ways which mask the the fuzziness, the ugly phase of your loc journey, you know. So there are always ways of how you can cope with it. And finally, the fourth tip that I would like to share with you all in dealing with or coping with the ugly phase of your loc journey is wearing head wraps like yours truly. So if you guys have been rocking with me for the longest time, then you would know I'm always forever wearing head wraps. So when I was going through the ugly phase of my loc journey, it was very easy for me to deal with because I usually keep my head covered, and you know, I was able to hide that ugly phase from the world, but only I knew I was going through it when I got home and took this off, and it's like, okay, here we are. So if you're someone who don't necessarily like wearing wigs, or if you don't want to put any braids on your locks, or your locks are too short to do any particular styles, then wearing head wraps would be just ideal for you. Now, if your hair is too short and you're not able to do a style like this, then I would definitely leave a link right here to some of my other videos where my locks were shorter and I was, you know, doing different styles with my head wraps. So if you would like to know how I got this particular look with my head wrap, then continue watching and I'll show you how I do it. It's really, really simple. As you can see, it's very, very simple to achieve. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it very helpful. And if you did, then you know what to do. Give me a big, massive thumbs up, drop a comment, subscribe, and also share this content with anybody else who you know it could benefit. So until next week Sunday at 5 p.m, we will be right back here with another video.